Hello everybody and welcome to the Irregular Magic High School Visitor Arc episode 11. 11, that's 2 1s, not 2. 11 anime review. This episode is weird, right? Because we feel like we're done with the Visitor Arc. Like, it feels like there's not anything else to go and that they started some random new thing. It feels like it's unrelated, right? Like, it feels like we epilogued the Visitor Arc with them leaving and Shizuka coming home, Lena leaving, Shizuka coming home. And then we've got this whole second thing going on out of nowhere, and I'm just curious about how it relates to the Visitor Arc, because I have no idea, quite frankly. But we'll get to that in due course. I liked the epilogue stuff. I like just shenanigans, you know. You can call it harem shenanigans, whatever you want to call it. It's enjoyable. I liked that bit. I like it when I do like it when serious shows take themselves less seriously every so often. And so yeah, that is the thing I enjoy. But for right now, let's jump into it, see exactly how everything went down, and do this thing. We start out with a 10 out of 10 impressive, great moment with Lena in the shower, and you can't argue with that. I don't need to say much more. It's great start, great start. She remembers what Tatia said about, hey, I'll help you out, my girl. And also remembers her assassinating those dudes and everything. She was like, yeah, it was bad, but it wasn't that bad. You know, she didn't seem too fazed by it, to be honest. She was like, this was a job only she could do. But then she realizes, oh, wait, I didn't really do anything. The Shibas did it. And then she's like, oh, I don't have to be serious. I can be something else. I guess that something else is just, she could be, you know, herself. She could just be Lena. That'd be nice. I like Lena. I think she's pretty cool. I'd like to see... Well, I mean, obviously she's not part of the, main cast yet. Presumably... Well, I mean, we'll get to it. But Miyuki seems to think she will. And I do too, eventually. Because she's cool. And I like her. And she's really pretty, too. Is that weird? I'm just gonna... It's not weird, it's true. Then we get to this graduation montage. And it's got this really funky music playing. I was just listening to it. I was like, what is this music, man? It's making me want to dance. It's so cool. I love it. I'm gonna have to definitely find that track because it's a brilliant track and everybody should love that track. Tatsuya is doing work on laptop because he was not invited to the party because he's a flipping second tier noob apparently. No, he sees a feather from a crow, I guess, or a bird of some description. It reminds him that the sealed parasites they were taken. They figured that out afterwards. He doesn't seem to mind that they got taken. He's like, oh, well whatever, who cares? Saw the feather, though. The feather at the place where the parasites got taken. So he sees this feather, he's like... So he seems to know who took it. You know, Ayaka? Is that her name? Maya? Maya is the aunt, right? And then Ayaka is the little Lolita girl. Have I got that right? I think I got that right. Miyuki, Mayumi, and the other girl, whose name I've forgotten. Is it Mari, or am I in a million miles away? The one with the disciplinary head, is that what she is? I can't remember her name. God, my brain farted because she's not shown up at all this season, so I can't remember who she is. But she's there too. Jumonji shows up. They all came to say goodbye because yay, they're graduating. And I was just sitting there thinking, oh, does that mean we're not going to see Mayumi anymore? Because I really like her. She's cool. Can we keep her? Can she just stay back a grade? Do they do that at Magic School? If they don't, can they? Lena also shows up because she's annoyed because she had to help out because she's on the student council, whereas Tatsuya didn't have to help because he's on the disciplinary committee and she's annoyed she had to help. Then Miyuki reveals to Tatsuya that Lena was doing the entertainment. She did some singing in a very nice outfit. I think we can all agree it was very nice, to quote that guy. Yeah, and she's all embarrassed about it, and blushy, and adorable, and cute. I don't like blondes normally, but Lena's cool. I like Lena. She's great. Can we all agree that Lena is a great addition? And if you disagree, you are wrong. Quite frankly, I'm not going to say that. That's a bit harsh, but in my opinion, you are wrong. There, fixed it. All of Team Tatia then go to the airport to welcome back Shizuku, who is great. It's nice to see her. Honoka gives her a big old hug. It's great to see you. And she's like, I have a lot of messages from Ray. And I'm like, God damn it, Ray, what did you do? And they're like, Shizuku, you look more mature somehow. I'm like, what the hell did Ray do? I will kill that man if he laid a flipping finger on her. God damn it, I am a protective man. As they're about to get in their massive car, Tatsuya is like, he spots some blonde hair and he's like, well, clearly there's only one person with blonde hair around here, that's Lena. It sounds like it doesn't make sense, but it's Japan, so it actually does make a little bit of sense. I don't think there's many blonde people in Japan. But yeah, so he sees Lena, he and Miyuki go and say goodbye to her and everything. She's got a lot of souvenirs. It turns out that Lena is a massive weeb, which is fair enough, aren't we all? She's like, no, this isn't the end. This isn't goodbye, this is see you later. We'll see you again. Miyuki says, hey, eventually, you're going to accept my brother's offer, and, you know, when that happens, that's when our rivalry really starts. So I guess Miyuki is more upfront about her wanting Tatsuya's D than she was before. And Lena, don't know if Lena quite gets it. Maybe she does, maybe she doesn't, but she's like, oh, okay, sure. You're probably right, I probably will be back at some point. There's some handshakes, there's some see you agains. Lena looks really pretty when she smiles. Oh god, am I going to have to get some like Lena merch now? I think I will. Oh god. I'll get a big old Lena smiley shirt. That's what we'll get. I don't know. I'll definitely think I'll get something because she's pretty great. She's pretty great indeed. But yeah, goodbye Lena. It's nice seeing you. Come back soon. Don't take 5 years or whatever it was for the next season to come out. That's a pretty good request, I feel like, anyway. And then we get to things getting weird. So like this is where I would say it feels like something else started. I know I looked it up. It is all still Visitor Arc, but like it feels like once that Lena bit ended, that should have been the end of Visitor Arc, and then this should have been something else. I don't. It's not though. It's still called Visitor Arc. So some girl is in class. I don't know who she is. I can't remember if she was in season 1 or not. But some soldiers are surrounding the school, I guess, and they're attacking her, and then she's blocking their explosives. It's very strange. They're after her specifically. She's managing to KO them all by reflecting the bullets. And then she's being watched by, I think it's Maya? I think that's her name? Is that Tatia's aunt? Is that who that is? Or am I thinking that's someone else? And then she says, yes, let's go with her. So what I think is going on here, I could be wrong. I think it's some kind of test, maybe, and like they're trying to pick an operative to do a job. Maybe it's related to the parasites. Maybe the parasites that they took, they're like finding it a host that they can then use it to use it more powerful for a mission or something. Or maybe I'm completely off and I'm trying to find a connection to the rest of Visitor Arc where there really isn't one. That could also be a very real thing. But yeah, there's a girl that I guess is being... We learn a bit more about it a bit later on, but she's being chosen for a mission of some description by, I think it's Maya. I really don't know if I'm getting that name right. Like, if people know, please tell me, because I am a noob when it comes to people outside of the main core cast. So help a brother out. That's how it goes. Then we get Miyuki hugging Tatia's arm on the way to school. Tatia's got a cool emblem now on his arm. I guess cause it's either because it's another year, like is that what second years get, or whatever year they are. Or is he like promoted to first class now? I don't think that's it because they've all got the emblem. It's probably, you know, because they're a second year. I don't really understand what it is. I thought for a second he'd been promoted, but no, everyone's got it. Well, I say everyone. I don't think Erica had it. Erica and Leo, I don't think they had it, but I think that the others did. So I don't really know. Is the emblem just second year? I'm going to assume it is. It looked like the Miyuki one though that the first classes have. Whatever. He also invented this magic engineering course, turns out. So good job there, Tatsuya. Miyuki comes to talk to the girls about a party that's going on. Then, so we'll get more on that party a bit later on. Presumably, the Lolita girl, Ayaka, I think, she arrives at a station with her sister. I'd say that like question mark because I couldn't tell if it was a boy or a girl. Is that bad? I think it's a girl. But then this sister, I guess, wants to see Tatia and they're going to enroll at the academy, maybe? That could be what's going on. I really don't know, to be honest. This whole second half of the episode, I'll be honest, I was kind of lost because it didn't really relate to anything that happened earlier. I'm not going to tell the truth. If you have a better idea what the hell was going on this second half, please let a brother know because I'm lost. I'm lost, quite frankly. Still having a good time, but I'm a bit confused. Presumably things will make a bit more sense. You know, in the couple episodes we got left, probably make a bit more sense, right? That makes sense. So that girl from before who got attacked by the soldiers or whatever, her name is Minami, and she's a maid, I guess, for Maya. Maya asks her to protect this party at a tower. Presumably this is the same party that Tatia and friends are going to. They aren't actually mentioned at any point. But this place has been it's been targeted by some pro-magician terrorist group, right? So they're like, magicians are better than humans, so we're going to wipe out humans, basically, so that we don't want magicians to be forced into labor because we're better than you. We are the ones that will rule the world. That kind of shindig, involved humans, whatever you want to call it. They've got extras. What extras are, they explain, thankfully. Thanks, show, for explaining something. Extras are people that used to be in the great families, but then were exiled or whatever else. For whatever reason, they're not part of the great families anymore. But they're still pretty good, that doesn't mean they don't have the skills anymore. They still got the skills. She's working with this old man as his bodyguard on this mission. And I'm just like, okay, I feel like I should recognize this girl. I really don't. I just want to know how this relates to anything before in Visitor Arc, Maybe it will, maybe it will get revealed how it's similar, but it feels like it's a completely different arc. Like, that's what I'm going to say just off the bat. I could be wrong, though. I know I'm wrong because it says very clearly Visitor Arc on the episode thing. But yeah, that was about where we ended the episode. I probably missed out some things, but like I said, the second half, I was pretty confused. Like, please explain to me things I missed, because I'd rather know than be confused. But don't give spoilers, obviously. If it comes up, if it's going to come up in the future, just say it'll come up in the future. I'll be like, okay, cool. But yeah, I still enjoyed this episode. I much enjoyed the first half more, the epilogue-ish kind of stuff with Lena leaving and Lena just being the best. Do I have a thing for Lena now? Oh God, is that what's happened? Is that what's happened? That might have been what's happened. But yeah, let me know what I missed, because I'm sure I definitely did. But for right now, my favorite part of the episode. Can you guess what it is? You probably can, but that doesn't make it not fun. So my favorite part of the episode is just Lena being as sickeningly cute as possible. Throughout the episode, she was great. Big fan of Lena, I think I've become. I don't know if she is. Is she my best girl? She probably is, right? I think she probably is. She's up there for definitely. I like Shizuku too, and it's one of them. I think Lena is probably my best. And Mayumi, I like Mayumi too. But I think it's probably Lena is best girl. Please don't at me. I don't want to fight. I respect your opinions, unless it's Miyuki. Miyuki's pretty trash. Did I just say that? Am I picking fights? Whatever. Anyway, thank you everybody for watching this review. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider subscribing and stuff. For more reviews, that would help me out a lot. I will see you next week for another episode of this. Comment what I missed, because I'm sure I missed a lot of stuff. Tell me who your best girl is. That's always fine, but my best girl is Tatsuya, because Tatia can be whatever the hell he wants. I'll see you next week. Take care, and bye guys.